We are live. What is up, ATG fam? We are with my good friend Joshua Jaramillo.
What's up? Good to be here.
Literally one of my favorite wrestlers in the world. I got a chance to coach you growing up, and we honestly, it's been a good friendship.
It has. It's been a long time, but it's been a good long time.
It has. So for those of you guys that are just tuning in, or if you're new to the podcast, Josh was actually a guest. I want to say like 5 years ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago. I was like close to 12 years old now.
Yeah,
18.
12 years old, and Josh was on the pod. And if you got, I'm gonna probably add like a snapshot of this. If not, I'll put it on my story. But yeah, I think you were like at the time, you and Antonio were like the youngest guests I've had, still to this date.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was good vibes.
Oh yeah, it was a fun time.
And now you just graduated high school?
Yep, just graduated in May.
Heck yeah. Real quick though, I just want to start off by just kind of saying what Josh has accomplished in wrestling, because when I had you on and you were like in 6th grade or something,
yeah,
it was just, you had all these goals and you were like, I want to be an All-American and I want to do all these things.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking forward to having you back on because I knew you were going to do that.
Yep. Yes, sir.
And now here we are. So Josh Jaramillo, he's a 2-time high school All-American. So being an All-American is like top 10 in the, like pretty much like it's a national tournament.
Yeah.
Like to be an All-American is like a really big deal. It's like bigger than being a state champ, honestly. So 2-time All-American, 3-time state finalist.
Yes, sir.
And then also 3-time regional champ.
Yep.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. That is such a just. Whoa. Jeez, I'm sorry about that. All those accomplishments, dude. It's so fun looking back now, don't you think?
Yeah, it's crazy to think like back then it was just a dream. And you never really think about if it's gonna happen or not.
Yeah.
A bunch of things happen, that change your trajectory, and still those goals still stay the same.
For sure. And now you're also, and I forgot to mention, you're committed to wrestling college or wrestling in college.
Yes.
For we just said it.
CSU Pueblo.
CSU Pueblo.
Yes.
And so yeah, CSU Pueblo. That's like that's a solid wrestling team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like it's a Division II program, and I got my full ride scholarship over there, so I didn't have to pay to go wrestle over there.
Dude.
Always been my dream. That I didn't want to have to my parents to pay for college.
Yeah.
So my final goal, I'm still not over here. I'm not done with my goals yet, but like, one of my goals is reached for sure.
Check that box.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, honestly, like all those things I just said, that what you're doing right now, that's like probably the thing I'm the most proud of.
Yeah, me too.
Like I always even taught you guys, like school goes with,
of
sports.
Of course, yeah. At the end of the day, you're not going to wrestle forever, so like if your wrestling could take you as far as you can, that's what I try to tell people, like if you're good at something, if you try to use that to get you as far as you can, because wrestling can only get you as far as you can for some people,
Yeah.
And it's getting me very, very far to where I don't have to pay for my education, and hopefully I could get a good job when I'm older.
Heck yeah, dude. You will. It's like, it's so cool because like you just closed this chapter, but like the coolest thing is now it's like all new, brand new.
That's why I feel like
whole new team, everything.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like I got like a full reset is how I feel, because I feel like I didn't get to use even though I did accomplish a lot, I feel like I didn't get to use my high school years to the best.
Yeah.
Like my 8th grade, my freshman year, I didn't wrestle varsity, and then my sophomore year I got second, and then the rest of them, I just feel like I could have done more.
Yeah.
It's stuff I can't go back, so I just got to think about it and put it forward now. So in college, so I feel like I'm just like resetting. I'm on a new team, new people, everything, so I could start fresh.
I love that, dude. Yeah, and you're almost going into it with like a chip on your shoulder,
exactly.
Like, I got everything to prove again.
Exactly, yeah.
And I feel like you do so good in that, like being the underdog.
Exactly, that's what I started to feel at the end of the year. I stopped feeling that pressure, or I stopped feeling that feeling of chasing something and feeling chased, and my whole life I've always been feeling like I'm chasing someone, and I got that feeling where I was getting chased, and I wasn't used to that feeling, towards the end of the year I started feeling that like, okay, I'm trying to chase again, I went from 114, I was wrestling 114, and I just wasn't as strong as I should be. I wasn't as big as I should be, so mid-season I just made the bump up to 120. I was weighing like 118. And
bring the mic just a little bit closer.
So I bumped up to 120s first tournament, 60-man bracket, maybe a little bit more. Ended up taking 6th, and then just kept getting bigger and bigger from there. And that's when I started feeling like
yourself.
I was feeling like myself. I was definitely wrestling better. I was getting better, and there's still a lot for me to learn. I'm always open to learning. I'm always open to training. I'm always looking for the next best thing.
For sure. You're like a student of the sport,
Of course, I love it. This is what I live for. I don't really do anything else other than wrestling. Everything I do goes towards my wrestling, whether it's staying home from school to rest for practice, or if I'm going to go for a run, it's for wrestling. Everything's for wrestling.
Dude, I love that. And also too, like, you not only are you a good wrestler, but you also help a lot with coaching.
Exactly.
And I've noticed that you've taken a lot of younger wrestlers under your wing and kind of, brought them up.
Yeah, I try my hardest to try to, because I've gone to many teams. I've learned from so many great coaches, and I try to redistribute that to other wrestlers, And especially if I see that they have maybe even a tiny bit of the drive, like I want to try to, that love that I have for wrestling, I want to try to pass that on to someone, whether it's someone I'm related to, whether it's someone I know, maybe if it's when they see me wrestling in college, maybe they see that and they'll reach out to me. I just want to reach out to someone. I want to make sure I have, like, my legacy kind of lives on into someone for sure.
For sure, dude. That's what it's all about. Like, a lot of people don't realize, like, it really is all about legacy, like what you want to leave behind, How do you want to be remembered?
Exactly.
And also too, like, your character on the mat. Like, are you being a good sport? Are you, taking it on the chin when you have to and shaking their hand? Like, some people can't handle that. And it shows too, like, is that someone that you would want a little kid to look up to?
Yeah. That's another problem I've always, like, kind of had. I've always been told, like, I've never been, like, the aggressive type. Like, I'm not, like, physical and stuff like that. And it's came to a point where, like, they've told me, like, it's just not in my system. It's not in my system to be cocky. It's not in my system to be, like, one of those wrestlers that pushes you and hits you and stuff like that. And if I should be like that, to be a little bit more physical and stuff like that, I'm trying to add that to my wrestling without being cocky, without being that guy that you're like, oh, that guy's a punk, because I'm not, that's not who I am.
No.
So I'm not going to act like that guy.
For sure.
I'm not going to act like that. That's who I am.
That's good, bro, because a lot of people, and you see all these celebrities, and even in, like, UFC and all these Conor McGregor type people, and I feel like a lot of people are trying to fit in a box that they're not. Conor, it worked for Conor because Conor's Conor, but you see, like, and just to use him for example, I love this dude, Bo Nickel, but I feel like he's like us. I feel like he's a genuine good dude, and he's kind of like trying. He's trying to just find his way.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. Bo Nickel is kind of straying from his way in a way, because he's one of the best wrestlers ever, in the NCAA sport, and I feel like he's straying from his wrestling background.
Yeah,
and that's not the way to go, And if you look at all these UFC fighters, most of the top ones are wrestlers,
Right.
So why are you trying to stray away from that? He's like always saying in the thing, I'm a striker, I'm a boxer, I could do all this stuff too, but, like, you're not that, you're a wrestler at the end of the day, and I'd be proud of that. I'm proud of it,
For sure.
So I would wrestle. Rob's not afraid to wrestle. He only wrestles, He's proud of it.
He is.
And I think it's a good thing to be proud of it. I'm never going to stray away from my way. Like, I'm a wrestler at heart, always, in anything I do,
Yeah.
Wrestling has helped me with everything I've done, like, whether it's, like, determination in school, whether it's everything, working out, just training in general.
Yeah.
All of my other sports, too, I'll attribute all of my success to just wrestling.
Dude, it's crazy how much, and I've said this on the podcast several times, but, like, how much the sport of wrestling just molds boys into men.
It does.
It really, when you go through it, like, how when did you start wrestling?
Like, when I was, like, 7.
Like 7 or so? So, like, you got to think, like, from the year 7 all the way to now, all those practices, all those matches, all of those wars, and then also even, like, just being coached hard, like, that sticks with you in life.
It does. It definitely gives you a sense of discipline, and I think it's respect. Respect's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
I've realized I've gained from wrestling, whether it's for your coaches or for teachers in the classroom, stuff like that. I can't stand people that don't have good manners, that aren't respectful towards people, like in school, whenever they don't know how to behave, stuff like that. When you're in wrestling practice, you don't behave, you're going to go run, you're going to go do all this other stuff. So it's just stuff that you learn over time. And I definitely recommend for anybody that's watching this that isn't a wrestler, that isn't no matter how old you are, you could wrestle in these out-of-state tournaments, these open tournaments, no matter how old you are, you could always
just
learn from wrestling.
Go get your butt whooped at nationals.
Exactly.
That'll humble you real quick. You could if you don't want to keep those on, you can take those off. I just realized.
I like them, but
they're fresh, huh?
Yeah, making my eyebrows sweat.
So what like, I don't know, like if let's say like there's a kid that's curious, he's a first year wrestler, and he's thinking about getting into the sport. Like, what would be your advice for like a kid that's a first year wrestler?
Okay, so
are we still good? Sure. Yeah.
So for
we got a crowd today. That's what. Say what up, fam. Okay. Yeah. Back to the question.
So for first year wrestlers, this is what I'm gonna do for my wrestlers when I'm older.
Yeah.
For sure. I think when your first couple of years of wrestling, I think you should just focus on your basics.
Yeah.
On just focusing on getting into practice every day. I don't want my kids to compete until they're a little bit older. I want them to get used to practicing, get used to that environment, getting used to whether that's like staying in their stance or just like good feet. I want them to get all the basics down. So because a lot of people struggle whenever they start wrestling first year, and they lose a couple matches and they're like, I don't want to do it. I don't want my kids to do that. I want them to know how to wrestle first. And then once they know how to wrestle and they don't like it, that's when, it's like, okay. But I definitely think you should train for a longer period of time before you start competing. Cause I know competing could beat down people.
Yeah, that's true.
It's different for me because whenever I first started wrestling, I didn't win a single match my first year. I just and a lot of people, aren't like me. They still like me. If I lose something, I don't want to just quit it. I want to get better. I'm always searching for the next best thing, whether it's in like a game I'm playing or whether it's whatever. I'm always just trying.
You're a competitor at heart.
Oh, I'm always just trying to be the best. That's why I want people to think if they're watching this. Be the best at what you do.
Yeah.
Whether that's you're a construction man, be the best construction man. If you're an ice cream, you're working at an ice cream parlor, be the best ice cream man. Be the best at what you do.
Yeah, that's true, man. Like be passionate.
Mm-hmm.
Be passionate and be dedicated. And I like how you brought up that too, because a lot of kids do get discouraged real quick. And kids that have potential,
exactly.
There's a big wave of kids that doesn't make it to that next step or that next year, just because, and it sucks. Like when you get humbled, like your first match, like if you don't know what you're doing, you're going against some kid that's been wrestling since he's like 4. You're like, dang, I suck. Like in your head, you're like, wow, maybe this ain't my sport.
Yeah,
but that's the biggest learning moment though. Like when you can get tired of losing and you finally get that dub, it's so much more rewarding.
Exactly. That's what I feel like. once you finally, that's what for me, it was always just from the start, just wanting to get better and then I just started getting better over time. But sometimes on some kids, they get to a point where like they're sick of losing, and they're going to change it, they're going to start training harder, stuff like that. And I think that's excellent. But I think it's also good to get a good base ground, so then you don't have to go through that moment necessarily right away when you're beginning, but maybe like when you're getting towards like the high school or like middle school area, and that's when you start making huge jumps. Whenever you're a little kid, you're kind of just wrestling. You're kind of just getting the.
It's basics. Like whoever has the most grit wins.
Exactly. Yeah, and like a lot of junior wrestling kids, it's kind of just who is more advanced at the time. It's like who knows this next move. Who learns better. So I think little kids, I think you should take a little bit off, get ready, or even if you're in high school, if you're in high school, take like a year to get used to it. I see a lot of kids.
Summer, you got all summer.
Summer, yes.
Show up and practice all day. Those
summer
gyms open, huh?
Summer wrestling.
I've seen wrestlers make strides over the summer.
Summer is the biggest thing. That's what summer.
That's where state champs are made.
Summer wrestlers make winter champions.
That's what it is. I love that. That's so true. Yeah, you it's crazy. I've seen like kids that just like stride just by showing up all summer, or even like, who's like a good example of that, who really like just blew my mind was Eli, your coach. Like he was so dedicated. He would show up over the summers. Anytime I was on the mat, he was there. And like, dude, he just like leaped like 4 steps like in like 1 year. I was like, dude, you're the man.
Yeah, Eli put in a lot of work. I'm very proud of Eli. I'm glad I was able to be there with him actually when he was doing those trainings and stuff like that, and get to witness him.
I remember seeing you guys were both finalists at Joe Vivian. I remember that. I forgot about that.
Yep, that's what me and Eli's definitely one of the guys I've looked up to.
Yeah.
Over these years, he's definitely one of those guys that I look up to as like a role model, and I definitely look to him for guidance and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's a really great guy, and he's helping out coaching too. So I think he's gonna help out the kids a lot.
Heck yeah, you need a guy who's obsessed with like technique like that, like a Coach Julian, like those guys that are just like always studying,
laser focused on wrestling.
I just watched this. Like, let's try this. Let's try this. 3-move setup or something.
Yeah, that's another
chain wrestle.
That's another thing for wrestlers I want to start in there. Back in the day, whenever there's wrestling, like people wrestling, there wasn't a lot of like footage to watch. You know, like you can only really watch your footage. You can learn from yourself. But now there's so much things you can watch. There's so many videos, whether it's freestyle, Greco, folk style. You know, back in like 10 years, they're recording matches. You know, you can always watch, and it's not just watching them do the flashy stuff. You know, it's watching how do they stand. You know, like what foot do they put forward?
Yeah.
When do they change stance? When they shoot? When they shoot, it's not just what kind of shot they take. What steps do they do to it? What setups do they do? Stuff like that, you know. And if you're like me and you only focus on wrestling, that's the stuff you could just sit there and watch, you know. And you could write it down, or you could just do it yourself, you know. Just standing there, like some people think I'm weird. I'm sitting there in my room like wrestling myself, but I'm envisioning things in my mind as I'm doing them.
You're having matches in your head.
Yes, I'm imagining myself doing it. I'm picturing myself. I'm feeling it in my body, you know, thinking like, okay, will this work for me? You know, that's another thing people don't realize. Some moves work for some people. Some moves don't work for other people. You know, different people have different body styles, different wrestling styles. You know, some things that work for me might not work for them. You know, might not for you. You're maybe shorter. I'm a little bit longer. You know, stuff like that. But you just have to feel what's best for you, you know? And don't let a coach change you because of that. Because a coach might have their style.
Yeah, and they want that to be for everyone.
Coaches enhance your style.
Yeah.
Coaches see what you do. They correct
good coaches.
You. Yes, good coaches should correct what you're doing and add things. If you don't like it, you don't like it. You know, it's just something good to know as well sometimes.
Like might as well just try it. That's what practice is for.
That's what practice is for.
That's where you try that throw and get stuck at practice. So you're like, okay, need to work on that.
Yep.
Dang. So this is a good transition because you're talking about setups and moves. Like, what would you say is your favorite like series, or like what's your favorite move that you just like if you could just hit one move and have it work so sweet? Like, what's your go-to?
Probably my slide by.
Ooh, I had to remember that.
Yeah,
you're good dude. You do that actually a lot, like even in state.
Yep, slide by has always been one of the things that I've always done, and I'm always adding adaptations to it because people do, you know, they study you. Like I was saying, people study you and see there's different variations of slide by and stuff like that. But it's just always been one of those things that I just have a natural feel for, you know, and it's something I hopefully will translate into college as well. Yeah. And then I'd probably say like a series I like is my favorite is probably leg riding. It's something that I think definitely separated me from all of like people in New Mexico. Yeah. Was my leg riding for sure. Like,
I remember you wearing kids out.
Like leg riding.
That's one thing so I wish I would have adapted.
Yeah.
Because I was always just chop 2-on-1, and my forearms were torn up by the end of the match.
Yeah. Could you imagine like, because leg riding, their whole body is getting
you're just like a backpack, dude.
Exactly.
Like you're just like a double weight on them.
They're holding up your whole body, and you're wearing out their legs and their body at the same time. That's why I think it's the best thing to wear them out. You take someone down, you ride them out for the rest of the first period, they're done. They're done.
Sucks, dude. Yeah, it sucks to get rode out. I used to hate getting rode out.
That's what if you could ride on top, you're gonna dominate. Yeah, like top is for domination. You know? Sure. And I think that's why I really emphasize my top in high school. And over the summer, I'm really working on my neutral. My neutral was really lacking for college, and I've been working on it all summer. And I really feel like I've put myself in a position where it's getting to a point where I think I could get high levels. I could take people down
for sure
at high level.
And then also getting comfortable hitting both legs.
Yes,
that's something
that's
in college.
Huge thing. Riding both sides too on top. That was another thing. I ride opposite side. A lot of people don't practice that, you know. Yeah. That's another thing you have to practice just both sides. That's just another thing of being a student of the sport, you know, like knowing that's you can practice that stuff by yourself. You know, you can practice that stuff just on your bed, you know, practicing like I sit this way, switch hands, stuff like that.
Dude, there's so many like dope series. Do you remember which one was mine that I always told you or no? The meat hook wrist. Or the underhook wrist.
I think I know what you mean. Yeah, right
like
here.
where you have the body and the wrist.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that one because you have so many options. You could throw him, you could hip toss, you could do a duck under with the wrist. Yep. Or you could do an inside trip. Like, or you can go to trip him, ankle pick.
Yep,
like,
I know what you mean.
5 options from one move.
Exactly. And it's so much control too, because you're so deep in there and you're controlling his whole body with it the whole time.
As long as you have that wrist, they can't do nothing.
Yes.
They can't get a high crotch. They can't. You're money.
Mm-hmm. That's definitely a good series. I was kind of going over that the last practice where we were going underhook. Yeah. Underhook with the wrist. Yeah. Or even just pushing the shoulder, and then baiting into a shot, stuff like that. That's definitely a good series.
Who would you say is who's your favorite college wrestler?
Right now in college, I'd have to say I really like Luke Bird. I like Luke Lillidahl. I like Luke Stanich. I have like a lot of wrestlers, dude.
You're a big Yanni fan too, right?
I love Yanni. Yanni's my favorite. He's my favorite wrestler of all time. For sure.
I knew you were gonna. Yes. I knew Yanni was up there.
Yes, Yanni's my favorite wrestler. Sadly, he's not in college anymore, but he's wrestling. He's back.
He made it to the X Finals, right?
Yeah. It's a sad ending, but I guess he had like a heart surgery or something. He had to get heart surgery. Jeez. He's back on the mat, and he said he's like better than ever. So I'm excited for it because I've always been a huge Yanni fan.
He's such a competitor.
Yes, I love Yanni's style, just how flexible he is. And
I liked watching him and Vito because they were on the same team, right?
Yes, I love Vito too. Vito's a good wrestler.
For all you wrestling nerds, you better do your research. These are all top dogs. Yes, I know we got a lot of wrestlers watching this.
Go ahead. If you're gonna watch American wrestling, definitely watch Yanni, Vito. If you're looking for that more dominant, like brute style, go for like a Spencer Lee, a Trent Hidlay. Yeah. If you're going for that quick speed movement, you're gonna look for that Vito and that even Jax Forrest.
Vito's like, you were talking about doing those drills.
Yes, dude.
Hold on, real quick. Move the mic just a little bit closer to you, like that way.
This way, like right here.
Like extend it a little bit, and now turn it towards you.
Right there.
Yeah, money. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I get mad at myself because I like don't want to interrupt, but then I'll rewatch the pod and I'm like, I should have just.
Oh no, that's all good.
Okay, so we cannot forget about Real Woods.
Oh yes,
Real Woods out there representing Albuquerque.
That's another thing. This guy, Real Woods, is the king of putting you out of position and making you uncomfortable. Yeah, that's his whole thing. He makes you uncomfortable and puts you in the positions he wants, just because he's such a bully, you know. Yeah, and that's something I'm trying to add to my wrestling, just being a bully, you know, and like. Real Woods is just so aggressive. And
sets the pace. Yes, like you're making them react the whole match.
Yes, I love watching Real wrestle. He's such a good wrestler. I'm excited to see him wrestle at Worlds and everything like that.
Dude, shout out to Real.
Yes.
I hope to get him on the podcast when he's back in New Mexico. Yeah, because we go back and forth on Instagram, and he's cool.
Yeah,
and he's a genuine dude.
Yeah, I love Real, and I love his dad.
He's probably too big time for us now, but we still love you, bro. But yeah, I can't wait to watch the world team compete.
And not even just USA, like international wrestling too, like Japan. Japan's a huge one.
Dude, those little guys from Japan?
Yes, dude. Oh my gosh. This past year has been I've been watching a lot of just straight international wrestling and a lot of Japan. Rei Higuchi. I've been watching Rei Higuchi. Ono is a good one. Suda, I don't know his first name. Takuro Araguro.
Dude, you're actually pronouncing this pretty good. Yeah. I'm going to Japan in October, so I should probably start learning these.
Yes, man, I just like love the way that Japan wrestles. They're super fast, technical. Yeah, just very
athletic.
Athletic,
like flexible,
is huge.
Dude.
Yes. Like the Rei Higuchi, the big thing I picked up from him was his arm drag series. He does a lot of arm drags and his sweeps as well. Very good sweeps. And then Ono, his snaps. His snaps are very good. And if you watch Suda, he took over Ono's spot, 61 kilograms. He does that same snap, and he's just so athletic. There's a video of him. He does that snap. He goes behind. He runs behind the guy, switches over, and he hits a freaking like a cartwheel over his head, pops over, like just like crazy stuff that you don't see anywhere else. And they just took Taro Kiyuka, that guy too,
like creating their own technique in real time.
Yes, and it's just like something you got to pick up, and it doesn't only just translate to freestyle. It always translates to to folk style as well. Just like these techniques, these snaps, these arm drags, real quick. Stuff like that is very huge to pick up. The Russians are really good.
Yeah, they are.
I think the Russians don't really translate to my style as much, so I don't really watch them
a lot. Like grinding it out.
Stevan Micic, he's really good too. I like Stevan.
Yeah.
I could go on all day, dude. I watch wrestling every day, but this is just a couple people to look out for.
So do you when you're warming up for your matches, because you have your headphones on, what are you usually grooving to like before? Do you get hyped up, or you kind of just like chilling?
Honestly, I don't normally listen to music when I have
Britney
I have my headphones on, and I'm literally not listening to anything.
You're just blocking out the noise?
Yes.
Dang, that's against the grain.
Yeah, I normally block it out, or I'll have just randomly just on my playlist. I just have a lot of random songs.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really have anything too specific, but on my bio, you'll see I have the song Tech It. I love that song. That's my favorite song. But those are known for gym songs, you know. Whenever normally I just have my headphones on just so I can just block out the noise. I just feel like I'm like, whenever I put those on, you know, I was like, I'm locked in, you know, like that's me getting ready, you know.
For sure. That's good. That's a good, you know, because some people, I always wonder because some people get too hyped up. Some people go in all zen, like reggae. I got a funny story. So when I was younger in junior wrestling all the way up to like middle school, we didn't have like Bluetooth headphones. We didn't have like, the only thing that existed was a CD player. And I just remember like, cause Rocky, you know, the, you know, the boxer. Yeah. I would watch those movies before almost every tournament. I loved Rocky. And I remember telling my dad, I wish I could listen to the Rocky song before I wrestle. Like I could be anyone. And he's like, I know, son, I know. And like one year for Christmas, he got me the Rocky CD. But so to warm up for my matches, I would have to hold the CD player.
You're all warming up with it.
Yeah. And that's the year I took state. No, I'm just kidding.
That's funny, dude.
But it's just crazy the times, like how different it was. Just to have music was like such a big deal.
Such a privilege, you know. That's a big thing that you got a lot of privilege that I have. You know, a lot of privilege that I've had to travel, you know, like we're always saying, like, I always like think about it. I'm like, I'm a 2-time All-American, but you know, but who helped me get there? You know, at the end of the day, like my parents are the huge part of it, you know, and like I wouldn't have even been here without them, you know.
For sure.
So that's why I feel like I owe my full ride scholarship. I owe it to them, you know, because they've gotten me there. They've given me all these tools to get me to where the point I am. I just have to do it myself. You know? And that's why I take a lot of pride in how I compete. And if I don't compete to like my level, that's why I take it so hard, you know, because I do train as hard as I can. I do everything I can. You know, like when I'm going to college, I'm literally cutting out everything. I'm gonna try to like my best, you know, like my diet, my everything, you know, the way I live, the way I sleep, the way I lift, everything is just gonna be to wrestling, you know, even though, because I feel like I live my life for wrestling, but I feel like I could do more, you know. I'm always, like I said, just always looking for the next best thing, you know. And whether it's like waking up early and stretching, you know, or like lifting or something, or eating this amount, you know,
just
or
all that whole day. What can I fill in?
What can I do to make me the best wrestler possible? You know, because my end goal is I want to be a national champion. You know, I want to bring it back home for Belen. You know, I want to be the first national champion to go from Belen. You know, I want to be that. I want to be that guy, and I want to come back and give back to the community after that. I'm just so excited for it, and I want to prove myself right. You know, I was saying, a lot of people try to prove people wrong, and I'm one of those people that always try to prove people wrong. But over the summer, I was thinking I need to prove myself right. You know, I need to prove myself that all this work I've done, it's not for anybody else, but for myself. You know, I've already gotten myself this like so far just from my wrestling. You know, I need to prove myself right and take it to this next level because I know I can do it, and I have all the resources for it.
You do.
Going to an excellent college. All the wrestling room, the lifting, the meal plan,
all the practice
plan, everything, dude. Like I have all the tools. I just need to do it. Yeah, you know, and that's why I'm going there for you. I'm not going there to party. I'm going there for my education. I'm going there for my wrestling. That's all I'm going for.
That's good, Josh. That's good. Yeah, and you know, keep that mindset, and you will. I don't even got to tell you. You're one of those wrestlers. You already know what to do. You know, you're one of my wrestlers that I was kind of hands off. I give my advice, but like you're already there. You know. Some kids you have to freaking slap them and be like, hey, dude, we're in the moment right now.
Let's go. Yeah, but. Some kids. You know, some kids they struggle. That's like that just comes back to living for it. You know, like I live for this stuff.
You do.
You know?
And when you do it so much, it's not such a big moment too. It's just like you're showing up and you're just in a flow state.
That's what, like for me, it got to a point where the tournaments, I'm just there to wrestle. You know, I'm there for my record. You know, and it got to that point where it shouldn't be like that. You know, like you should be taking every match like you're wrestling the best guy. You know. But then also goes to the point where you got to be in your mind like you're the guy, you know.
You're the guy.
That's something that I'm trying to work on this summer as well. I'm the guy, you know. Like I'm trying to think of my king. I'm the king. You know,
be that dude where they're like, oh, I got Josh.
Exactly.
Track wrestling. I got Josh the first match from Belen. that dude's a stud.
That's what I had to think too.
All kids have gone through this. You look at that track wrestling, and you're like, oh, I got this kid from so and so. Oh, it's over. Forget it. You know.
Yeah.
You're that guy.
Exactly. That's what I had to
tell
think.
yourself that.
Like I'm that guy. I'm the guy that they're scared of. You know. So that's what I have to think to myself. You know, I've accomplished so much. And I'm probably thinking about this guy. He's probably thinking the same exact thing about me, if not worse. You know.
For sure.
So this is like stuff like that, mental stuff.
And it's hard for us too, because we're both like humble too. You know. So it's hard because you're like trying to balance the cockiness.
Exactly.
And you're also, you want to stay true to who you are. But confidence is the biggest thing.
Yes, that's
you can be confident as you want, and you're not hurting no one. You're not, you know, there's nothing wrong with saying I'm the man. You're not, it's not like, you know, it's what you believe you are.
Yeah, that's you have to put that in your mind if you want to be at a different level. And I think that's what I struggled with, getting over that last leap of being a state champion, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's always been my goal to be a state champion. You know, I short count of it, you know, 3 times, but I have this opportunity to get 4, maybe 5 years of wrestling in college. And I need to make sure that I take that opportunity. I need to seize it. You know, I need to seize my moment, and I need to take it whatever I have, because I have the resources. I'm going to put in the work, you know, so I just need to take that moment and don't let the moment get too big.
For sure.
At the end of the day.
Soak in every day.
At the end of the day, it's just wrestling. You know, at the end of the day, it's not going to live forever. And I just need to remember it's just another match.
Yeah.
And that's just something that I need to take in account. You know, I'm saying this now, and maybe it'll happen to me, but I need to just keep it in my mind for now and keep remembering it.
It's good to speak it out too, you know? Sometimes when you speak it out and say what you're going to do and things that you want to focus on, it resonates with you. You know, it's just to say it, you know, I'm going to work on it. I'm going to do this. And then it kind of it becomes a habit. You're creating habits already and you haven't even started. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the best part.
I'll say it now on this podcast, and then a couple of years and I get it. Whenever I'm a multiple-time All-American and a national champion, I can come back on here and look back at this moment, think all the things I did, you know?
Dude, it's going to be, that's why it's so cool. Like, I like these little gaps between our pods because there's so much to talk about. There's so much to go over. There's so much that's been done and so much that you're still striving for. You know, so it's not like, okay, this is it.
Yeah,
now it's like, okay, that was that. Now we're on to this.
Yeah, now we're on to this.
Let's go. Like, now we're gonna really level up. Like that, you know, all the high school, everything that made me who I am. But let's polish it a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know?
And I'm blessed to be in a room that has so many good wrestlers. Like, I'm going into a room with a guy that literally qualified for nationals, and I definitely want to wrestle for him a lot and get my hands on him and feel like, am I there, you know, and like what I need to work on and stuff like that. Because I'm always I was just thinking this coach, the one I've been practicing with, and I told him, I said, can I wrestle you? And we're wrestling, right? And he grabs me, he's squeezing me, he gets me, and then he gets up, and I'm like, let's go again. And that's just like that's just who I am, you know. I'm not a type to like back down, like, oh, you got me, I don't want to wrestle anymore. I'm the type like I'll wrestle you all day until I start learning, you know. Until I start learning and I start getting better, you know. That's just who I am. It's
so crazy how you know, champions always come in twos. Have you noticed that? And it's always because that partner, that guy that you guys beat each other up, you both get better at the same time.
Exactly, yeah.
So when you find that guy at that school, you guys lock in. You know, like, you be there, right? If he stomps on you for like the first couple months, whatever, even the first year, you're getting better.
Yeah,
like,
you're getting better.
You're still going at it, but you're like passing everyone else. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm excited for too, because in my room that I was last in, I was kind of like the guy, you know, like, I'm the one helping, showing moves. I'm the one, you know, like, I want to be in the room where I'm the underdog, you know, I'm the one learning. I'm the one, like, I want to wrestle you because I want to beat you, you know, like, I'm like not the one that's getting like, oh, I want to wrestle, I want to beat that guy, you know, like, I want to be the guy that's like chasing up these guys. I want to be like, and then at the end of my college, I want to be like, okay, I'm the guy now, you know, like, I'm the guy that everyone wants to beat now. So that's why I'm so excited for it, man. There's so much opportunity and so much stuff that, so much time still, you know, that I could think about it, and so much time to do the stuff, you know, because I'm saying it now, but I still got a lot of hard work ahead of me, and I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to do it. I'm willing to do it. So,
dude, and you can even watch this back, even just as a reminder, like, hey, these are the things I said I'm gonna do. Let's do it. You know, and it puts more accountability on you. You know, that pressure. Some people can't handle it, but I feel like there's a healthy pressure that you can have.
Healthy. Yeah.
Are we good on time, or what? How much time has it been? I just want to make sure it's still. Oh, okay, cool. I'm worried about my. I didn't charge it as much, but I think we're good.
Okay.
No, we're good. It'll be good for like an hour. Who is your favorite UFC fighter? Or who's one where you're like, ooh, like this one's... Because mine changes. I have like 4 in rotation right now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to name one, and I know you're going to hate me.
Okay.
But who's like someone that you like love to watch?
Well, so I love Sugar Sean just because he's a character. You know, he's a star. You know, like he's an entertainer. But Khabib was my favorite whenever he was there. Just like dominant wrestling, and that's just what I love. You know, that's what I want to be.
Yep.
And then Marab too, because I see a lot of what Marab does. I see it like that. Like that's Khabib. You know.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about him too. Just dominant wrestling, because everyone's all like, "Oh, he's boring. He's dominating," but like, yeah, they don't understand how much technique has gone into that to make him look like he's not doing anything.
Yeah.
You know, literally
You're
all the
dominating.
all the pressure on him, all the stuff, all the takedowns, you know, like
literally
realizing
walking to the mat with someone like that's not easy to do.
Yes.
To carry someone carrying Sean O'Malley.
Yeah.
Like a rag doll.
I know.
I love Sean. That broke my heart.
Yes.
But I also became a big fan of Marab.
Me too.
Just through this whole process, because I'm like, dude, after he beat Umar, Nurmagomedov, that's when I like got his respect. I'm like, okay, this
guy's legit.
He's solid, because I thought Umar was gonna destroy him, honestly.
Yeah,
because Umar was undefeated.
I do think Umar's the only one that would have a chance at him, because I think he does have that wrestling background, and
not
like obviously,
he's like another Sean kind of, like stylistic.
Yeah, I feel like he's a worse version of Sean.
Oh, it's okay. We like Sanhagen too.
We do. I do like Sanhagen.
That
his back tattoo sick.
130. It is that whole 135.
It's so stacked.
Best
it's
weight class
It
right
is
now.
For sure. It's
I'm
like
a fan of
it's
so
full of
many
a bunch of
people.
entertainers. That's what I love.
Heck yeah! Like
it just reminds me of back when the Conor McGregor, Khabib, like Dustin, Charles, all of them were around, man.
Like multiple stars in one weight class. That's like, it's not like I want to say like heavyweight. There's not multiple stars. There's John Jones and Aspinall.
Yeah.
But like I couldn't name like maybe 8 heavyweights.
Like Derek Lewis, maybe.
That's it. Like Derek Lewis. There's no one else. But 135, it's like you're like naming Henry Cejudo.
Yes.
You still got like Aljamain. You got
so many good guys
Sean.
there.
There's this
so many previous champions too.
Yeah. There's like this new dude from China who's pretty good. Okay. Oh, Peter Yan.
Oh yeah, Peter Yan's good too. And that guy from Japan,
Figueroa
too. Oh, Figueroa's good.
Dude.
Yeah, it's just like so many good
That's
people.
what weight class I would have to fight at if I
really?
Oh yeah. Because I weigh like 150. So I would have to fight 135.
You'd have to, just to have a chance.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, because all these guys are cutting like 40, 20 pounds. Crazy stuff.
Dude, you know who's my favorite fighter right now?
Who?
Besides Max, I love Max. Topuria.
Topuria? I actually like Topuria too.
I'm such a big fan of Topuria. Like the way he is on the mic, the way he fights, his style, like just knocking everyone out.
I respect Topuria as well, because I do like those dominant guys. You know, he is very, very, very dominant. You know, and it's just like it's his footwork, and that's another one of those things where you're breaking it down. You're watching like it's his feetwork. His feetwork bring people in. You know, it's whether that little step and then
loads up,
gets him. You know, it's stuff like that people don't realize. Yeah.
Just the whole thing. I love it.
Everything about him.
And I feel like the reason it's working for him is because that's actually kind of how he is. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like he's not really playing a part. He really is that, like, Spaniard dude who, you know, who's kind of cocky.
Yeah, he was a little bit cocky. But you have to be at that level, you know, especially to make money.
Heck yeah. That's the thing. And I feel like that's where Bo's trying to, like, find his place, because he's like, I want to sell fights. Like, I feel like I got to talk crap.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know.
You don't have to.
I want the best for you, Bo. You're gonna. I still think you're gonna be champ. You're very new in your UFC career. Mm-hmm. Like I've seen, like just how we were talking about those over summer practices. Mm-hmm. Like you can learn so much in a year.
Yeah, I think just his wrestling, man. I think he goes back to his wrestling way. He's gonna dominate you. Like all his first couple wins, dude, just straight wrestling, you know. And then like, he's just so good at it. Like don't stray from it. Do what you're good at. You know, that's what the UFC is best at. Like if you're gonna fight, go to boxing, you know.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be an MMA, wrestle.
Right, dude. Wrestling is taken over the UFC.
It has.
Like it literally has. Like all the champs are all either college wrestlers or from Dagestan. Or wrestling is so dominant because like how you just said, even leg riding.
Yes,
dude. Someone leg rides you for a 25-minute match. You don't have nothing, dude. Like all your power's gone. So it's like.
Well, you look back,
it's
even
just a good
like
skill to have.
DC is a freaking college wrestler. Like there's so many guys. You just look back, like there's so many you don't even realize.
Yeah.
That some of them don't even use their wrestling. They're like really
Gaethje.
good. Yes, dude. Like there's so many of them that are just like so good at wrestling that it takes over. Kamaru Usman.
Oh yeah.
Just so many.
He was
of them.
Yeah, he was a.
Mm-hmm.
Where did he wrestle?
I think he was like a D2 wrestler, like
yeah,
or something like that. But
all of those dudes, even like Chael Sonnen back in the day.
Ben Askren.
Oh yeah, dude. Shout out to Ben.
Yeah,
that dude's been through a lot, man.
He's a fighter.
He died like 5 times or something. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
He had to have a lung transplant or something.
Double, I think.
Dude. He weighs like 120 right now.
Mm-hmm. He lost a lot of weight.
Dude.
I like Ben Askren, though. I think he's a great guy. And
he's a fighter.
Over there at his wrestling academy, so many studs coming out of there. Oh, my God. There's so many good wrestlers. Like, if you look back on the Mitchell Messenbrink, Parker Keckheisen, Evan Wick, those are just 3 guys that are on the national level. There's so many guys there. Over there, Aiden Sinclair, all those guys just like jumping levels, and it's all because of him, you know.
Yeah.
Same thing with DC's program. DC's program, too.
Oh, yeah. What are they called? Like,
I think it's just like Daniel Cormier's Academy or something like that. Well, I know something like that.
2 years Dagestan, forget it.
They got Daniel Zepeda.
Dude, did you ever see any of those guys like at the national tournaments, like coaching, like DC or anything like that? Because they do have like a lot of junior wrestlers that are like, they go to all those things. They do.
Yeah, no, I've seen a couple like college wrestlers there, surprisingly.
Yeah.
But
like just there to be a part of it.
I think DC was there at Freak Show the year I All American, but I didn't get a picture with him. So a couple people did, and I didn't. But yeah.
Yeah, DC's a good guy, bro. He needs to chill on the freaking donuts, though. But hey, he proved himself. Like,
yeah, he did.
Dude, when he beat I won so much money on one of his fights one time. I was in Vegas for the UFC fight, but I wasn't at the UFC. I was just there.
Yeah.
And I put like a 3-way parlay, and it was like the biggest risk ever. But I put like $100 on it.
Yeah.
And do you remember Francis Ngannou? So I bet on Derek Lewis to beat him. And it was the only fight that Francis has ever lost.
Yeah.
And it was like the most boring fight ever.
Yeah.
And then I bet DC to knock out Stipe. Oh. And dude, when it happened, I was like,
you're like, wow,
I'm a genius. So I'll never forget that. DC, shout out to DC for that knockout.
It made you so much money.
Yeah, don't gamble, kids. But you know, when you're in Vegas, sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
What else? So like, I know you love wrestling. Do you have anything else that you kind of just like dabble with, like on your side time, or you just all in wrestling? Like, have you ever picked up a basketball before and tried it?
I mean, I have, but it's not very good. It's not very good.
Oh, she's like, heck no.
I would have done football, but football is like it's a one-way ticket to injuries. Stuff like that, and stuff concussions up. It's just not needed for my wrestling, you know. But I do like NFL a lot.
Oh yeah,
I'm a 49er fan, you know.
All right, we gotta wrap it. I'm just kidding. No, I actually like the 49ers. I don't like have no beef with them.
Yeah, they've had a rough couple of years since the Super Bowl, but they're good.
They're always like in contending.
They're always
like,
there.
There's always a chance. They're not like the Cowboys. Like
there's like on and off. It's like sometimes you could do good, make it to playoffs, and but
if your team makes it to playoffs, you're like,
that's a pretty good team.
Did you play any other sports like growing up, like when you were like a kid?
Yeah, I played baseball, I played basketball, I played football.
So you got thrown into kind of everything.
Yeah, I think wrestling was the last one I did actually.
No way.
Yeah, and then I just ran with it. You know, all the other ones, baseball definitely wasn't my thing. Basketball, I was too aggressive for basketball. It's like getting fouls every like 10 seconds. And then
You're football, just bumping, traveling.
Football was definitely one of the ones like I was like, I really like this. I was just really undersized.
Yeah,
that's why I struggled with being undersized in football. So that's why wrestling is just perfect. It's perfect for anybody.
Because the playing field's equal.
It's equal. You have to weigh the same, but you don't have to have the same body shape. That's football. You kind of have to have that big kind of stocky.
Oh yeah.
Style, you know.
Yeah, in football, dude. And so, like, you know how I was talking about, like, just how the times have changed? So, like, now I watch, like, the little Mighty Mites or whatever. Dude, they have, like, fitted pads. They're, like, customized pads, helmets, face masks. Dude, when I was in Yaffle, they had a big, like, gym, like a lifting gym.
Yeah.
And when you signed up, they would just give you whatever helmets they had. And they're like, hey, we're out of smalls. We're going to give this guy medium.
Yeah, that's what they used to do to us, too. And those helmets have, like, no padding in them, too. Yeah. They're like little thin little paddings in there. And then I actually got a pretty good shoulder pads one time.
Did you?
Yeah.
And it helps. Like, you can actually do way more, dude. If your pads are big, you're like...
Yeah, I actually got a decent sized one. And then my helmet, terrible. I, like, got a concussion, so I ended up buying my own helmet. So we took football pretty seriously for a couple of years until I was, like, maybe, like, 11, I'd say. And then I kind of just went full in on wrestling just because that's what I was good at.
For sure. Just don't get into pickleball.
Oh, I've played it. Okay, I played it the other day. It's fun.
You could tear your Achilles.
Oh, that's what happened to you, or what?
That was like my first time playing, dude.
Pickleball's fun, though.
Dude, I was having a blast. I was like, this is sick. And then all of a sudden, boom.
Did you drop?
Oh, yeah, that's my first podcast since I ruptured my Achilles. That's why I haven't done a podcast in like a month. I haven't been able to walk. But we're back, baby. I told Josh, I was like, dude, you're the next guest. I cannot wait to have you back.
I was so excited to get on here.
And I'm glad that it happened now because I was just going to try and wing it like before my surgery. And it probably wouldn't have been good.
Yeah.
I would have definitely like had a hard time sitting.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's a rough injury.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, bro. Hey, when you turn 30, bro,
you
gotta really start stretching.
Yeah, you gotta start stretching.
I thought I was like salt, dude. I've been going to the gym. Like it's probably the best shape I've been in since like probably high school. And I go play pickleball once, didn't stretch.
Ooh.
Like in my head, I'm like, this is a safe sport. Like, and then boom.
Dang.
But it's like funny because you always hear athletes like they do wrestling, they do all these tough sports, and then they'll like go play like one-on-one basketball. Like Tim Welch, Sean O'Malley's coach, the redhead guy.
Okay.
He ruptured his Achilles just playing basketball with the boys.
Dang.
Like it just popped on him.
Yeah, stuff like that. Just like little injuries happen like so so quick. That's another thing. That's why I don't like really mess around playing basketball or playing football or stuff like that. Because
weird things
like
happen.
That can happen. It's not worth it in my career.
No, dude. So like I'm telling you as a coach, no pickleball unless you really do your stretches, okay?
Yeah.
You guys keep an eye on them.
Yeah, pickleball's fun though. I like pickleball.
I am gonna go back and finish that game because it was a really good game, and I would have won. So, hey, I'm coming for you guys. You know who you are.
I was really bad at it when I played it, but I had a lot of fun. So
yeah, it's fun to just do random stuff like that sometimes too.
It's like not too serious, but then you always get competitive.
Yeah. So, and do you play any video games or no?
Oh yeah. I took a little break for a little while, but then I'm kind of back into it.
Yeah. Like what do you have, like a PS or Xbox?
I got an Xbox, yeah.
Do you play online, like like war games or basketball or?
I play like shooting games. Like I play Siege.
Oh, yeah. Is that like the 3v3
It's a 5v5. Okay. So it's kind of like search and destroy from Call of Duty. Yeah. But it's a little bit more tactical. So like there's different site setups and stuff like that, and you could make holes in the walls, and then there's different characters that have like different abilities. Like some things like stun you, or like some characters that have like can't get spotted by cameras, and like
that's dope.
It's like
other real life.
It is. It's basically like FBI stuff, and there's like people hiding inside defending the bomb. And you have to defuse it. It's interesting. It's a lot of tactical, and it's like a lot of thinking. That's the type of things I like because I kind of overthink things, but it
pays off in those games. Yeah, because you see the worst case, you're like, okay, I'm not gonna go there. That's a wide open area. Yeah. Dude, have you seen the trailer for the new Warzone game? So there's a new Warzone coming out. You know Warzone? It's like basically Call of Duty, but it's like way bigger. Yeah. Dude, the trailer for that, like the gameplay, they released it like 2 days ago. Looks sick, dude. I think it's literally gonna smash Call of Duty. Yeah. They had the Limp Bizkit song.
I don't know
Break stuff.
I don't know what that is.
I don't even want to sing it on here. You guys probably know. But yeah, dude, I watched that trailer and I'm like, I gotta get a PS, dude. This is gonna be sick. Yeah. Like you can literally, so it's like you're in houses. You can like get a hammer and just bash a hole on the floor and like drop down on people.
Dang, that's crazy.
Like you can like breach houses and do like.
You could kind of do that in like Siege. There's like hatches, and then you could break walls, and then sometimes there's breakable walls, and you could reinforce them so then they can't do this. They have to have a hard breacher, and that's when it's a lot of things you have to think about, and that's why I love that game so much. Yeah. I just play it all day, bro, instead of getting in trouble. And just play on my Xbox.
I'm just happy that this guy stopped eating ramen noodles for every meal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what was it? Ramen noodles and some McDonald's.
Like McDonald's.
I remember
rolls.
I asked you one time, like, hey, what did you eat today? And you're like, I just had like 4 ramen noodles.
Yeah.
With like, and I'm like, what, dude?
Yeah.
Just ramen noodles? And you're like practicing a whole 2-hour practice? Like,
yeah, my body runs good on like those type of foods. They're kind of used to.
Hopefully you broke those. It sounds like you're gonna break those habits.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, now if I don't eat like I don't really eat junk, bro, I'll just go without eating.
I don't know. Is he lying or no?
A little bit. Not like not. I mean like junk like ramen noodles stuff like that. I'll go get food though.
Got you. I got you.
Like I'll go eat like McDonald's and stuff like that. But
what? DoorDash. Ooh. Heck yeah. I need to start using that since I can't really get around. What was I gonna say? You should get a like an air fryer, like at your new spot.
I'm gonna.
Like
my
if you get tired after practice, just throw some salmon in there, dude.
I know, and then also do the cafe over there at the Pueblo. It's insane.
They serve some bomb food or what?
Dude, it's so good. It's like
I'm gonna be going to visit.
It's like a Golden Corral basically. So you go in there. There's like a salad bar, and then they like enchiladas, and they also have a pasta station. You go over there, and they cook you the pasta you want. So like you order like I want fettuccine, right? So you get fettuccine, and they're like, okay, what sauce? You have like a pepper sauce or like a Alfredo sauce, and you pick, and you're like, okay, you want broccoli? You want this? Dude, it's like I'm spoiled. Substation. They could cook chicken breasts over there for you.
What?
You know? It's crazy.
That
and then
sounds sick.
And
dude.
they also built.
I'm getting so hungry right now. By the way, I'm like, oh my gosh.
They also built like a Qdoba over there too.
Kind of Qdoba?
Yeah, it's
what
like
is that?
It's like basically a Chipotle. Basically.
Oh, so they're like throwing some rice burritos or whatever.
Yeah, it's basically it's supposed to be like a little bit cheaper.
Sounds
Chipotle.
Like you're gonna be bumping up to like 145 here in a couple of years.
Yeah, I'm trying to get up to like 140, cut down to 125.
Heck yeah. Was it challenging deciding where to wrestle after high school?
It was because I was pretty set on going to Highlands.
Yeah.
Because I was offered to go over there pretty much free of charge because I'm a New Mexico citizen. And I was gonna make money to go over there.
Yeah, like
with per semester and stuff like that. And I never really went on my official visit. I went over there. I love the Coach Frigi. He's a really great guy, really good coach, stuff like that. I just really thought I need to get away from New Mexico wrestling. You know, all those expectations where people know who I am. People like. Expect stuff from me. I want to get away from that stuff where people expect me and they know what to expect from me. I want to show people, you know, what I could do, and not people know what I could do. I want to show them. So that's why as soon as my friend Reese, shout out to my friend Reese, he helped the coaches.
Oh yeah, Reese, shout out.
He helped.
Oh wait, is he from Las Vegas?
No, Gallup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, he was a state champ a little while ago from Mayamura. But he wrestled over there, and he helped me get my scholarship. Well, not he helped, but he got me in contact with those coaches, and I reached out over there, and we had a really good conversation, stuff like that. Started talking over stuff, and that went on my visit, and I fell in love with it.
That's dope.
So as soon as I went to Pueblo, all my decisions just went out the window. You know, I was like, I want to go here. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, dude? That's sick.
Like
that's why I was curious, because like I know like. If you have all these options, like what's drawing you to where, you know?
Yeah, that's the one of them was gonna. They were like, we'll pay for your hotels over here and to come over here and.
Oh, like to go visit and
to go visit. I'm like, dude, I'm already committed. I'm already committed, man.
Don't tell them, just go.
Well, you should have told me.
yeah, actually,
Well, yeah, we'll go. I'm like, oh shoot, man, committed, but we'll stay in the town for a little bit.
Yeah,
we'll keep the hotel room.
How is it like when you first meet these coaches? Are they just kind of filling you out, like just getting to know you as a person?
Yeah.
Like they already know you're a good wrestler, but they're just trying to see.
Yeah, just trying to see like your morals, like what your goals are, and just trying to see like if you're a good fit for the team, you know, stuff like that. Just trying to see if you're fit for the team, if you're the best option for them, you know, because sometimes they see how you wrestle, but they don't see your character, you know.
Yeah.
Some coaches don't matter about character, but I think Pueblo does. They put a lot of effort into seeing like who you are as a person, how you act, and if you're gonna fit with the team.
Yeah.
And a lot of my teammates after, they were asking the next morning, they're like, "Oh, did he sign? Did he sign?" Stuff like that. So I think I made a good impression on the team.
Yeah.
I was really excited to kind of have that like brotherhood over there without people I've already known, you know, to build new relationships and
that new camaraderie.
Like that. Yeah.
That it's gonna be a whole new chapter, like all new friendships, all new just everything.
Everything.
You know, I love that. I like how
lifestyle.
you said that that's what drove your decision. Like just I want to be brand new here. I want like to go where no one knows me, and I want to reprove myself in a way, you know?
Yep.
Like, hey, I'm from Belen. Let's go.
That's what they were surprised. They were like, how big is your town? Like 10, like 20,000. I'm like 7.
Dude, that just makes the story even better.
Yeah.
You know, people are afraid to say they're from Belen. Dude, Belen.
Oh, no, I love it.
Belen, like the best people I know are from Belen.
Yes.
Some of the toughest people I know are from Belen. Like, it's just this melting pot of like half country, but then there's kind of like, it's like a rough, tough city. You know what I mean? Everyone's tough. Like, even if you're not a wrestler, like going to Belen High School, it's like,
yeah, there's
dude,
a lot.
You gotta be on your toes. Like, someone might try and fight you first day of school.
There's a lot of tough people over there at Belen, and like people don't realize it. Like, it looks like an older school and stuff like that. And like at Belen, we might be like, they go see us at tournaments. Like, they might say like we're all goofy and stuff like that, but they don't understand like a lot of people over there are like tough. You know, you don't gotta. When you go to school, you don't gotta like can't just be a pushover basically. Sure. You know,
and when you're too privileged, you get a little soft. You know, I've always like said that like that. When you have it too easy or when everything's too handed to you, it's like you don't have that grit. You know, I feel like Belen wrestlers have that grit. When it comes down to it, you knuckle up and you get that double leg. You know, and sometimes, you know, it could go either way, but just having that mentality. I just feel like a lot of people from Belen, I love that you're making that path for them. You know, because now they can see like, look, if I stick to it, there's a way. You know, there's a way to get there. You know, it's not just about winning state in high school. Yeah. Like, whenever I was like in high school, like that was just what you did.
That was the goal.
Yeah. It wasn't like, hey, where are you gonna wrestle for college? What are you gonna do? Are you applying to colleges? Are you? It wasn't like really like, no one really paved that way yet. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like when you do that, dude, it's like, dude, you're helping out. Like you said, like behind every good wrestler is a good community, and you have your whole city behind you. You have a good, you have a good name for yourself in your city. Everyone I talk to, I bring up your name, like, oh, Joshua, he's a good kid. You know, that kid's always level-headed. He's helping.
That's what I try. I try like my hardest to set like a good picture for myself that people think. I don't want to be that guy that everyone's like, oh yeah, I don't really like him. Or, I don't like I always try to. That's what I've always tried to do. Like with my teachers, with everyone, I just try to set a good image for myself. Yeah. And just going back to that kind of building off of someone and then like kind of following someone up and then going up to that path. My coach Nick really helped me with that kind of because I wanted to follow his footsteps. He went up and he was wrestling D2 up there at Highlands a couple of years ago, and they had that coach Doug Moses. Yeah. And he was just like, Coach Nick is such a great wrestler, and he really inspired me to like kind of take it to a new level. That's when I started jumping new levels, when I met Coach Nick and we started wrestling over the summer. He helped me really like think about it. Like there's like a true pathway for me, you know, that I could follow, that could get me to where I want to be, where I could get a good job and I could go wrestle. And he also helped me realize that, like, being an All-American and all that stuff, like I'm not too far off, you know. Like if I follow his footsteps and he shows me what to do and he helps me, I could get there. If
you can see it, visualize it, there, you know, you could do it. And you can. There is a way. Yes. It's not like, this is your wall. You know, you're gonna wrestle 4 years, but you have like a path. Let's keep climbing. If I do good here as the next checkpoint, let's go.
That's what the end goal would probably be, to be a national champion. But at the end of the day, if I could always get recruited to D1 college, that's the best thing ever. You know, like,
oh, dude,
that's like the pinnacle. You know,
I don't want you to stop wrestling because I love watching you wrestle, bro. I'm like happy that you're continuing because I'm like, at state, I was like, dang, like I miss watching Joshua. This is it for state, but like now, you're still gonna keep wrestling. You know, and a lot of people, that's it. That last match at state, like me, that last match at state, that was like, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. You know, so kind of just think back on it. That's why I'm glad, because I'm like talking to you. I'm like telling you all my regrets and all this stuff. And it's not over for me. It's not. You know, and I'm so glad that it's not over for me. For sure. And there's gonna be a day where it's gonna be over for me. Yeah. But I want it to be where I don't regret anything.
For sure. You won't, dude. You won't. And like you said, even after you've done all the things you want to do, you want to give back. There's even like, your chapters are gonna keep continuing, even going back to, if you want to help out Belen, or if you want to give back to the community, there's coaching opportunities,
That's what one day, maybe like in the future, maybe like when I'm like 30, 35 years old, around there, I definitely want to try to apply for like a head coach position, whether if it's, I would love it to be in Belen, but whether it's in like somewhere,
Yeah.
I just want it to be at like a good wrestling school.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want it to be somewhere there's not a lot of like history. You know, I want there to be a history of wherever I go coach at.
There's deep history with Belen wrestling.
Huge.
You know, people like Belen. When I joined the varsity team, I think my freshman year was like 2006. We were on like a 6 in a row winning streak for state.
Yeah.
It was like going to be our 7th in a row. Like we just destroyed everyone. Like Belen, we still are. We're like right there. You know, it hasn't gone away. Like whenever I was looking at the most state championships won by all the New Mexico teams.
Yeah.
Belen's like top 5.
Yeah. And I think we were number 4 or 3.
Yeah.
And that was out of the whole state.
Yeah. 3A, 4A.
All of them. And I was like, yeah, I'm so proud to be a part of that. Because I can proudly say that one of those state titles, I was on that team. You know, in that 2022, 2023 team. Can say, and I did have the 2nd most points on that team. So
that's dope.
I'm just like so grateful to be able to say that I was a part of that history.
Oh, yeah.
And I am on the wall, and then my All-American picture will be in there as well. So
that's sick.
I'm so glad. I'm glad I left my mark there. That was my end goal at Belen. Leave my mark there, you know, for people to remember me.
And everyone, like, it's the state. Everyone said, like, you know, leaving your mark is only by getting state. Dude, there's people that I know that haven't taken state. Even like people like me, like we left our mark. Like we show up at a wrestling tournament, the community embraces you.
Exactly.
Like that's leaving your mark. You show up and all of a sudden you see all your old friends you used to wrestle. Like, oh, there's Josh, or there's Joshua, dude. That dude's a sick wrestler.
Yeah.
Like you left your mark. People love to watch you wrestle. Like that's what it's all about.
That's what I've heard. A lot of people, like even my friend Maddie is funny, over there at the Highlands. He went to the Highlands camp over there. Yeah. And he was like, are you partners with, or he was like, do you know that kid with the tattoos that wrestles from Belen? And he was like, oh yeah, I know him. And he's like, dude, that kid's sick, bro. I love that. I love watching that kid wrestle. I was like, that's funny. And then the other day on my shoe account, this guy was like, hey man, do you got any shoes? And I was like, oh yeah, here's all my available stock. And he's like, oh, by the way, man, I love watching you wrestle. I love your style. Stuff like that just makes me so happy. Heck, you know, that's just stuff like that I live for, you know, and that stuff that makes me so happy. But I want more people to be like that. So if I need to go to college and make my mark there too.
Oh, dude, that would be sick. You should like make friends with someone that does like videography and have them just like do some sick, like get you doing some sick clips at practice.
That's what I wanna definitely start recording myself doing stuff. I started trying to do it last year, but it was kind of hard. Like, I don't know. I just like kind of struggled with it. I think it'll be easier in college. I think.
Dude, just get a tripod. Get a little tripod and just set it up.
Yeah.
Like, and you don't even got to put it out there. Just record things, you know? That's dope. Do you have like a match, like a memorable match where you're like, dude, that match was epic? I
would probably say my Joe Vivian finals this year. That match was pretty crazy. Like, I just remember I was just in Volcano Vista, and he kept getting in on deep shots. Very good. He's a very good wrestler, very physical, and he just kept getting in deep shots, man. I just kept diving over the top, holding a crotch lift, and I was just holding it there, and I just wasn't really getting anything going at all. And I just remember thinking like, dang, man, like this is your last Joe Vivian, like you have to win this match, man. Yeah. So then like I think it's like 2-0, something like that, or maybe even more, but somehow we'll just say it ends up 2-2, right? Yeah. And there's like 30 seconds left, and we're on our feet again. I'm like, man, you gotta get a takedown, man. You gotta get a takedown. Yeah. Whistle blows, he's in on a shot again. I'm like, oh my God, man, this guy keeps getting to my legs. And then he lifts me up in the air, and I catch a tie waist ankle roll, and I roll through with it. And I kind of didn't roll all the way through because he kind of like crowded over. Yeah. And I ended up with this, like my leg up here, and I reach all the way back around, and I grab his head, and I almost grab a cradle, and then I get a takedown somehow, and I get him, and then I get double boots in. I have double legs in. I'm like, dude, he's done. Like, I win. And then all of a sudden they're like, stalemate.
Oh, like, with your legs in?
With my legs in. They're like, I'm like,
no
what? Dude,
way.
I'm like, what, dude? So then he stands up. So we go back down. He's false start. I'm a false starting. Go back. He stands up. I'm all, oh, crap. He's like about to get. He's about to get
the takedown.
So now he needed it. Yeah.
I watched it. I remember your dad showed me the video.
Yeah, I think it was 4-3, and I think if he got the escape, then it'd been 4-4 or something like that.
So it was down to the wire.
Yeah. So he stands up, and I'm holding him, and then I finally get that down. And I'm like, oh my God, I won. And then finally I got it up, and I was like, I got that picture. That's like, I think it's my profile picture.
Yeah,
like,
that picture's that thing is like.
That was such a memorable
like a
moment.
roaring lion.
Because I just remember I always want a bracket. Like I want a bracket, and I won my bracket, and I was so happy.
Heck yeah.
One thing, my hair was super, super long at that point.
It wasn't even that long. Long for Josh is like that.
Yeah. It was like super long at the point. I just remember all the pictures. I'm all beat up. I'm all my hair long.
Dude, that's so epic. Joe Vivian, for those of you guys don't know, that's like 3A, 4A, 5A. That's pretty much like the whole metro of Albuquerque. All schools are invited. So like, you know, that kid was probably a finalist in 5A or something.
He ended up getting third.
He got third?
Yeah, but in his bracket was Roman Luttrell.
Right. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Roman Luttrell, by the way. That kid.
National champion.
Dude, big shout out to Roman. Of just what he did. He's the, you know, Greco All-American. National champion.
Dude. Yeah.
Like he won the whole thing.
Yep. Huge bracket.
Dude. And just the way he did it too in fashion. Like Roman has that, like, you know how we were saying, like, I'm the man. Like, not like when he won, he was almost just like, it's another day at work, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
just has that natural, like, swagger.
Yeah, that swagger. And he's won 20?
Yeah.
Dang. Did you guys ever go at it or no?
No, we were supposed to wrestle this year at the duel, but we didn't end up wrestling for some reason. I'm not sure why, but yeah, so we didn't end up wrestling. I almost wrestled him in the finals at Conflict at Cleveland. I was in the semifinals, and I ended up wrestling this guy from Colorado. I ended up losing, going to backside. So I would have wrestled him in the finals, but I didn't end up wrestling him. But
is he signed anywhere?
Not yet, but he's got a lot of D1 offers.
Because he's gonna be a senior.
I think he's gonna be a senior this year. I think.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that'll be fun to watch. Watch his career, just see what happens.
Yeah, he can.
We're rooting for you. Anyone from New Mexico that's making a way like that, you got my support. And it's happening more now.
Putting us on the map.
Dude, like it's almost like the seal is broke and all of the dogs just come all at once.
That's why I see a lot of people kind of like talk about like New Mexico wrestling, something like ready to get lower. But I think there's going to be a lot of people coming out of here because a lot of people that have done well, like Eric Montoya, Nebraska All-American.
Shout out to Eric. He's like episode 18 on the pod.
Yes.
Good guy.
Just coming back and like contributing to Volcano.
Yeah.
He's probably like one of the reasons why Volcano has had that 3P, you know.
Oh, yeah.
He's like helped so many wrestlers and just stuff like that. It's just like great impact on on New Mexico wrestling.
For sure. Like all those coaches too. Like I'm friends with Lawrence. Like just all these coaches that are giving back in different ways. Even just showing up and beating up those kids every day at practice.
Exactly.
Like, dude.
You learn from it.
Yeah. Nick from Belen, he's a great coach. Nick, dude, that dude, he knows his stuff.
I love coaching.
I remember doing freestyle with him one summer, and he just like gut wrenched the crap out of me.
Yes, it's like just brute strength, you know, and just like such power. I learned so much from Coach Nick. I owe a lot of my wrestling to Coach Nick. Yeah. Over these past couple of years, he's been a great coach, and I'm really sad he left Belen. Yeah. But I'm so appreciative of him, and I respect him so much. He has all my respect.
Dude, for sure. Shout out to all the coaches, you know, giving back, training, you know, molding these boys into men, and really just, you know, it takes a good coach too. Like it's a team effort. No one does it by themselves. It's not just all you. Like behind every good wrestler, like I said, they have that good community, that coach, that one that believes in you.
Yes.
To have like a coach that believes in you, dude, that's like the most empowering thing ever, bro. Yes. You get so much confidence. Like before your match, you have your coach telling you, like, dude, you're gonna mop this dude, and you're like, all right, yeah, let's go. You know, it helps to have that.
It does.
That was my favorite part of coaching, dude.
Yeah,
like just get it. Like you know, some of these kids.
That's what I remember
when they like get over that hill and they start winning, and you're just like, yes, let's go.
I just remember you, Mike, as my coach. I remember like a lot of the wrestling part. Yeah, I just remember like your motivation, man. It's just like your impact, just like your presence. So it's just like a huge part on me. It's just like Coach Josh is coaching me. Oh, I want to do good, you know. I want to show him something, you know. Like, I want to do good, and stuff like that. We're like, oh, Coach Josh is showing a move out. Let me listen to him. It's going back to that respect, you know. And it's like having so much respect for you just like helps me, like just makes it so much better of a coach, you know. When you have that respect and you've done it for yourself, you know, the way you act, the way you coach, the way you treat us gives you so much respect to you.
Dude, thank you. It was such a blessing just coaching for those years with you guys. It's just seeing all the growth in the community, all the kids that we coach that were on our team that are all state champs. Like there's so many state champs that came from this junior program, and it was just cool. Like I'm just like going back down memory lane, just thinking of all the matches that we had. Me and your dad in the corner about to fight the other coach. Like, dude, we had some good times.
Yeah,
and it was like your community, your team.
Yes,
like when Belen, if someone's messing with the Belen, hey, we're gonna go help them out.
That's what I feel like. like
all of a sudden Nate would be like, "Hey, I'm gonna go get this guy." I'm like, "All right, dude, come on, let's go."
That's what I feel like. The Belen hasn't like been the same a little bit since you left.
Yeah,
just because like the community I feel like hasn't like for junior wrestling hasn't been like as backed up into it, you know, and like helped us out as much since you being gone. But I just feel like once I come back and I try to come back, I want to make sure that feel comes back. You know?
Heck yeah. Dude, it will, bro. And the community's still there. It's just everyone, Belen, everyone just needs to get along. It's so hard. Like we're such a small community that I wish everyone, you know.
It goes back to that toughness, you know. Everyone wants to be that tough guy.
It's so funny about Belen because we all fight each other all the time. But when it comes like when someone else is going against you, then you got all of a sudden they're your best friend. You go yeah, dude, I love that, bro. I honestly, just coaching you over the years, you know, dude, since you were like little, just watching you win those matches and even the losses, the way you took them, dude, just watching you grow each match, each practice. It's what I did. It's what I coach for. It's what the whole reason, like on the day one of practice, I want you guys to wrestle in college. I want you to get good grades so you can have a career after this. Like that foresight, you know?
Yeah.
And dude, you did it.
I did
it. I couldn't be more proud, bro.
Thank you.
Seriously. Like just saying that back then, like over like almost like 6 years ago, you know?
Yeah.
Like I just, dude. Shout out. So proud of you, Joshua.
Thank you.
It's been a great podcast, bro. Honestly, it's always good catching up. We're going to make this a reallocurring theme.
Yes. Maybe like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, the Joshes. Unite.
Yes, sir.
But I wish you the best, Josh. I'm going to keep up with everything you're doing. For those of you guys watching, follow Josh on Instagram. Also, he's got a Instagram shoe page too.
Yep.
And you're always selling some dope shoes.
Wrestling shoes, and then I'm starting to sell a couple of street heat too, just like Jordans, stuff like that too. So just look out for that. Smaller sizes.
Heck yeah. Yeah, dude. It's been a great time. We're on episode 98. Dude, let's go. Joshua. Love you, brother. All right. Can you hit that?